Alrighty, let's talk about the more. Another little special episode of the original Neville Goddard podcast, featuring the voice of Mr. 2020 coming to you live from Melbourne, Australia. You see, the more you share and celebrate your wins, the more wins you're going to have to share and celebrate. Because if you're imagining sharing and celebrating wins to the point where you do share and celebrate your wins, the more you're going to have to share and celebrate your wins. See, here's what I notice, right? There's some people that come to the group, 80% of their posts are about shit. 20% of their posts are about wins. And the ones that they share about their wins usually go like, hey, I know, I think I manifested. Well, this probably would have happened anyway. And Neville calls bullshit on that, and so do I. I'm known as the rude guy in the law of attraction, law of assumption, Neville Goddard thing. I'm also the guy that's probably been around the longest. You see, a lot of people, they send me emails. I wish I could study with Ab. I'm probably more Ab than Neville. Ab slammed the door. Neville was happy to go first class. Neville even... See, here's the thing, guys. It would have happened anyway. I think I might have, could have. At some point, Neville bought the pearl. Probably more than once Ab slammed the door. This is what I want you to get, because when you settle, you can't soar. So here's the thing. The more you share and celebrate your wins, the more wins you have to share and celebrate. Because if you're imagining sharing and celebrating your wins, you're imagining wins. And then you get to give life to specific wins using something like Joseph Goddard. By the way, if you don't have Joseph Goddard to the max, that cool new little pack we put out, you're nuts. Because this little Joseph Goddard to the max pack fixes the mistakes that most people make because they add in things. It's the shit that people add to the coffee cup. I swear to God. Yeah, I got into bulletproof coffee years ago. I love it. It's very simple. You add some specific oils. You add a specific kind of butter to coffee. You whip it up. You do the thing. And here's the thing. A lot of people add... I had a guy tell me he added extra virgin olive oil. And it's like, how'd it taste? He goes, horrible. I'm not going to do that again. I was like, right. Because I think I'm going to stick with regular coffee with cream and sugar. I said, why don't you follow the recipe first? And here's the thing. He goes, well, I had olive oil handy. I says, wow, you could have got like liquefied coconut oil, MCT oil, at the grocery store for about $10. Well, yeah, but I have the olive oil. I might as well use it up. You see, you can manifest using leftovers, or you can manifest using a recipe. When I shared, my buddy Joe says about bulletproof coffee, and I tell him some things. I tell him where to look, right? And here's the thing: grass-fed butter without salt in it. I had a guy do this. He makes it, and he adds. I had salted butter in my house, so I used that. He made coffee using leftovers. And he got a shit experience. People try to manifest using leftovers. I like music. If I add music to my feel it real, I like talking. If I add affirmations to my feel it real, I like porn. The Simpsons. If I add Simpsons to my feel it real. Anyway, if I watch movies, if I watch movies about rich people, it'll make me rich. That's like, really, if you're imagining The Simpsons will turn you into a Simpson. We teach some very simple formulas here. We help people notice two things. What are they leaving out? What are they adding in? And where don't they have the attitude of Abdullah? Where haven't they bought the pearl of great price? Because the more you celebrate and share your wins, the more wins you will have to share and celebrate. Because to do that, you have to do what Neville taught, which is to imagine what implies your wish is fulfilled. Mr. 20, I'm having a hard time imagining what I want. Are you imagining what implies you have what you want? Like sharing your win? Because the more you share your wins, the more you celebrate and share your wins, the more wins you'll have to share and celebrate. Have you imagined specifically sharing and celebrating that win? Have you imagined, we did a Joseph Goddard challenge, sharing your daily wins? Ooh. The more wins you share and celebrate, the more wins you have to share and celebrate. Meanwhile, Ready? I should do a Crest commercial, something like join us on DreamDrivenDay.com. The doors close soon. The course starts October the 1st. The adventure starts right now with the bonuses, and if you want to join in the live Facebook group, cool kids are posting their smiles and shares already. Number 2, that's DreamDrivenDay.com. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. That's that 90-day adventure. You can do that on your own, anytime. ManifestingMasteryCourse.com. You see, we're into eliminating excuses because a lot of people, I go and I read their Facebook feeds, right? And I notice, oh my God, every day you're sharing shit about men, you're sharing shit about women, you're sharing shit about the news, and once in a while you pop up in the group and you share a problem that you have. Right. And then you show up again and share a problem that you have. And you show up again and share a problem that you have. And about 80% of the time, you share problems. Yeah, the more you share and agonize over your problems and the problems in the world, the more problems in your world you're going to have to share. And remember, it ain't about being positive or negative. It's about which pie are you choosing. Oh, I just love pie. God. Maybe I'll get Victoria to make me up some pumpkin pie. If you got gold today, we already said what to do. This is the voice of Mr. 2020 coming at you with some attitude from Melbourne, Australia. It is 7 o'clock, and you are listening to Mr. 2020, aren't you? Do more of that. Honest to God, what are you listening to? People tell me the stuff they doubt. I doubt this works, Mr. 20, so I'm going to go watch the news and The Simpsons. Yeah, like watching the news is going to turn you into news. Turns you into boredom. Alrighty. See ya.